And we are back with the killer side of the video, so let's go take a look at the new killer. Of course we got here a hack, but let's see what the new killer looks like. There it is. So let's click on it. Yeah. There he is. Black smoke. And there we got the floating ball sack that look with a penis face. It looks really something that Lovecraft would think of. Don't you think, bro?
Yeah, this killer is creepy.
Yeah. And his mouth looks like a vagina with teeth. That's so that's creepy. Is that a horse? Bro.
Yeah, bro, I think it is Morris.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the horse on. Yeah, I think it was in the circus, the clown map.
Yeah, Father Campbell's, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, which is actually a nurse and clown map. Holy shit, that's creepy. But this entire thing is creepy. Look at the hands. Hands upon hands upon hands. How creepy can it be? And then that turkey neck and that penis head of it. Really, his head looks like a penis and his mouth looks like a vagina with teeth.
Yes. Yeah, I think also, yeah, it also reminds me a bit of Spider, maybe.
Yeah, that's the ugliest spider that I've ever seen.
Yeah, you see here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this reminds me of a spider.
Yeah, it looks like a crab, like with Demogorgon.
Yeah.
But it is so freaky. Jesus Christ, look at the back. Oh my god. That's so ugly. And the bones and the skulls and stuff.
Yeah, you know, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, this time. Yeah, they. Because, remember, bro, I said when they released the Pinhead, Pinhead had the most, the most cool effects in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, if we can call this a guy, I think it is. Yeah, this is the most creepy killer in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it is Lovecraftian, you know, or psychological horror. I mean, look, he even has on his shoulder a baby arm. Look, he has a baby arm on his shoulder.
Yeah.
They're so creepy. I mean, holy shit. I will say they did a pretty good job with this. And there's the horse head again. It's really, I mean, Pinhead is still visually the most impressive, but this guy is just, for what he's supposed to be, a monster, you know, a monstrous killer. Or a Lovecraftian type killer. This one is on a completely different level.
Oh yeah, you know, bro, maybe I think this is the first killer which maybe is more a monster than a human, you know?
Yeah, you mean Demogorgon?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, I think...
There's Demo.
Probably only Demo is the closest one to this guy, but yeah. This is crazy.
Blight doesn't count, people. Sorry to say, Blight doesn't count. Blight is just a walking hunchback. But
Yeah,
this,
but
this,
yeah, but you know, bro, Blight still looks like a human, you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
who's missing his
this,
jaw?
yeah, this is a monster.
Yeah, this is art. To be honest, I call this art because it looks like something that you've never seen before. And I think that arm is his head. That big chunky arm of his. That is his head, maybe. I'm not 100% sure because I don't see eyes on it or so. It's such a weird creature, you know? Because you don't know what is what, you know? I don't know I don't know what I have to say about it. It's such a freaky creature, don't you think?
I agree, bro.
It looks extremely nice. They did their homework, but it is so freaky. Jesus Christ. Now let's look at the power, eh?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So we're gonna go here and let's see. He has the basic normal base speed. So he is a 4.6 meter per second killer.
Yes.
So basically like Trapper.
Normal terror radius also.
Yep. And he's big.
Yeah. So
But not as big as
yeah, so
Nemesis, I
doing
think.
mind games at loops will be more difficult.
Yeah, and not only that, but he also leaves a trail of black smoke. So it will be hard. So he can. So he got the red light, and then he has the black smoke, which makes it easier for survivors to keep an eye on him, what he's doing. It's quite. It's going to be quite an. Yeah, I should have said that's going to be quite something, you know. Because I don't know how it will be once in the game, once we are having to deal with him. What do you think, bro?
I agree, bro.
So let's look at power. And just so that people know, Nightfall is bugged currently. It is not doing what it is supposed to do. So by the time that we are getting him, it will completely work differently. And if once we know how it works, we might do an update video of it. Right, brother Falcone?
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest, bro, I'm happy because yeah, we tested the Nightfall in the PTB, and
Yeah.
it felt underwhelming.
Yeah, it felt boring. It felt like it doesn't do anything. It felt like it is just there to look cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
I
think
remember, bro, the first time I was in Nightfall,
yeah,
I was like, but this is not dangerous at all.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. I was like, okay, I got Nightfall is active. What now? I don't feel impressed, you know. It was like a big letdown, big time letdown. But I digress. Let's read up the power, okay?
let's go.
Okay, here we go. Reign of Darkness. Like a dark thought, the dredge is difficult to shake. And when night falls, it is nearly impossible. Okay, special ability. The Gloaming. Press and hold the power button to activate. Once activated, the drench leaves a remnant behind. Aim at the locker and press the ability to teleport into it. Or press the attack button to return to the remnant. The remnant is disabled when teleporting to a locker, or when a survivor touches it. While in a locker, aim at any locker and press the ability button to teleport again. Each teleport consumes a power token. Exiting the locker or returning to the remnant will activate the Gloaming's cooldown. after which all power tokens are recharged. Survivors can place locks on lockers to slow the dreads exiting them. The dreads, yeah. Exiting them. The dreads can break locks by exiting the locker or performing a basic attack on the locker. Each locker can only be locked once. Okay, well, let us first talk about the gloaming. This one is, from what I've tested, well, what we have tested, of course, is really weird to use. You know? I mean, when I try to leave a remnant behind, it will leave it exactly behind the way how I was looking, for example, at the direction. So if I was looking at the generator that is in the back, while looping a survivor, and I try to use the remnant, I will go back to the teleport. I will teleport back to the remnant while looking at the generator. And so I will miss the survivor. I don't know about you, brother Falcon.
Yeah, I think I experienced the same thing, but I think you can. I think you can prepare yourself for the mind game, maybe, and yeah, you can face you can look in the direction that the survivor will come during the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
It will work.
Yeah, I'm just happy with one fact that it is just the survivor has to walk into it, you know, into the remnant, and that it cannot be destroyed with a flashlight, or else you will have a bully squad, one guy with a flashlight removing it, like with the artist's crows. You know? Because the survivors can use a flashlight to remove the crows from the artist. And luckily they cannot do it with this. They either have to really walk into it or not.
Yeah, and this is good.
Yeah, because I remember that we thought that it could be removed with a flashlight when we were testing it, and you were like, really? And I was like, oh my god. But it was just, yeah. I think it was just a bug or something, I don't know what it was, but it didn't work, so I'm happy about that. But if you have a bully squad with a survivor running with a flashlight waiting for you to down someone, don't be surprised if they walk into the remnant to remove it from you. You know?
Oh yeah.
It's not that strong of power. But the interesting part is the fact that you can teleport to a locker. That is very interesting. And
yeah,
it will...
Yeah. So it means that this killer is map control.
Yeah, map mobility. Which is really good. Yeah, of course you will hear him a bit. But here's the thing, you don't know if it is the locker that you are at, or it is a locker somewhere else. Because for all we know, he could use a locker to cut off a survivor that he's chasing. So you would know if you are in an SWF, of course. Because SWF, that's a completely different beast in this game. You know?
True.
Yeah. But yeah, you can. I would say it is the same as with Sadako. With Sadako, if you are next to TV, you basically remove a videotape, so that you cannot teleport there. And with the Dreads, you basically lock a locker, just to stop him from getting the jump on you. But it's still an extremely interesting power. You know? It's an interesting power because you cannot... he has map awareness, he will just teleport to locker, so... And
Yeah.
by most generators, on most maps, he there are lockers next to it. So it is
Yeah.
not a useless power.
Yeah, and not only that, bro. Also, the cooldown is very short.
Yeah, but you can only teleport 3 times. That's the only downside.
Yeah, but you know, I think 3 times is enough for yeah, the
Yeah, but
majority of the games. Yeah.
yeah, mostly because of how many lockers that there are, I think. Because if you look at the amount of lockers that there are and the amount of televisions of Sadako, well, I think Sadako's televisions are like outnumbered like 2 to 1. So yeah, it's not that bad, so to say. But also not extremely good. It is, yeah. But it does make the perk Iron Maiden even more worthwhile for the trends to use.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is, of course, if he doesn't need like 3 or 4 slowdown perks. Because of the generals. You know? Because Iron Maiden is a really good perk in this killer. Because you can go fast into a locker, or you can go fast out of a locker real fast. But yeah, if the thing is, we are now in this generous meta where you have to have like 4 slowdown perks just to be effective. So 3 slowdown perks. Well, I doubt that you will have a perk slot open for Iron Maiden, right, bro?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
And that's kind of a shame, because I really like to use, yeah, I like to use Iron Maiden on this killer, but I also like to use it on the Trickster and the Huntress. So, but yeah, it is sadly it is we are in this really stupid meta at the moment where the gens fly like crazy. And if you don't have a meta build as killer, you cannot perform well. Right, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the locker, that they can close the locker, okay, that's not so bad. I would say in terms of mobility, I like that this killer has mobility. That is the one thing that I would say. I like that a lot. Are there anything else that you want to say about the glooming ability?
Yeah, just one last thing, bro. You know, just to compare this teleport power to other killers which can teleport, because you know,
Yeah.
Sadako can teleport too, but she is limited to televisions, and
Yes, the
yeah,
manifest,
so
at
yeah,
least
the
manifest.
cooldown is pretty long, you know
Yeah.
it, and the survivors can shut the televisions down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's also
in
one of the
yeah,
reasons
in this
that I
case,
don't have.
yeah, in this case, you can't prevent the dredge from teleporting.
Yep.
Yeah, and I also want to compare it with the Freddy, because
Yep.
yeah, remember Freddy starts with a long cooldown,
Yep.
and he can't teleport in the end game. You know, after all the generators are completed. The dredge has not these problems. He can teleport even in the end game.
Yeah. Freddy is generator dependent, and
Yes.
he's one of those killers that really needs slowdown perks to function. Which is kind of sad, because you know, the generous is really a big nerf to Freddy. Because Freddy cannot handle generouses. Once Freddy gets generous, it's over for him. He will not have his mobility anymore. You know?
So true.
And his cooldown is really long, so he cannot do the same thing as Sadako or the Dreads in terms of teleporting. So yeah, basically the Dreads and Sadako are like the best teleporting killers in the game. Because Sadako can even use her power during the chase. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, let's look at the second part of his power. Nightfall.
Yes, let's go.
The Nightfall meter builds when a healthy survivor is injured. A survivor is hooked, or the teleport power is used. The Nightfall meter also fills faster for each survivor in the injured state. Once the Nightfall meter is full, Nightfall begins. During Nightfall, survivors must navigate in total darkness. The threat's teleport is faster with a shorter cooldown. And there is no terror radius. Nightfall ends after 60 seconds. Survivors destroying the remnant also reduce the time of an active Nightfall. Okay. So. At the moment it doesn't do anything what it is saying right here. Right, bro?
Yeah, because it is bugged.
Yeah. I know there is no terror radius because one of the perks that the threat has that didn't activate because there was no terror radius. Which makes builds that requires infectious fright useless on this killer.
Yes.
Sadly. Yeah. So this killer is basically a teleporting stealth killer like Sadako. In a way. But more global. Which is like, yeah, what can I say?
Yeah, bro, it is. You are right, because also remember, when you teleport to a locker, there is no notification, so the survivors can't tell that you are in that locker.
You hear the sound there if you go into a locker, that's the only thing.
Yeah, only that.
Yeah, and if they are next to a locker that you're going into, teleport into, they will see the doors move and such. And then they will run away. Except if the survivor is not paying attention, then you will get it, but, you know. It is what it is. It is just lame. I really want to know how this power actually works, you know. Because I did see that there was no terror radius and such, but I didn't have the feeling that I was navigating in total darkness. You know? Because I could still see the entire map and such, and yeah, you can just see that it was bugged. So I am really curious to see how this power actually works. When it is working correctly. And you, brother Falcone?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just...
I only hope that after the fix, this ability will be at least dangerous.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really hope that it will basically bring a big impact into the game for him. And that this is like his moment, like Myers is tier 3, the Oni's demon mode, what else? What else? You know, Sadako's Condemn, those kinds of things. Because this power, this is what will make or break this killer. Because this killer at the moment is extremely mid. It's a mid tier killer. He's not strong, he's not weak, he's just in the middle. Well, I hope he is in the middle. Because we think he's in the middle because of how he is at the moment, so... It is really dependent on how Nightfall is. You know, bro?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Because Nightfall is what makes or breaks this killer at the moment. So if it is bad, then the killer is bad. If it is good, then the killer is good. That's easy and simple. He has a power that can help him in the chase, with his remnants. And he has map control, or map mobility. But I would like to see Nightfall becoming better. I would like to see Nightfall in action. I want to know how Nightfall works. You know, because at the moment we don't know how to affect the survivor because it's bugged. It's just bugged. You know, bro?
Yeah, I think we must wait, bro, for for the final decision.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's go to the perks.
Okay.
The first perk, Dissolution. There is one extra perk in this patch, but we will look at it after these ones. First, the Dread's personal perks. Dissolution. Everything turns to dust. It is inescapable, as the coming of the night. 3 seconds of entering a survivor by any means. Dissolution activates for 12 seconds. 12 seconds. How? 3 seconds. How long is that? I think 5 seconds? At tier 3?
No, bro, always 3 seconds. It changes the duration of the solution because we
Yeah.
go from 12 to 16 and 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, it is quite something. Okay, so though dissolution is active if a survivor fast falls over a pallet inside of your terror radius, the entity will break the pallet at the end of the vault and dissolution deactivates. Okay, well, on paper, this perk is great. On paper. But here's the thing, you get Shift W meta. Right, bro?
Oh yeah, yeah. Probably, yeah, this perk was created because we are in the Shift W meta.
Whoa, they just run towards the next pallet. They pre-drop it, run towards the next pallet and done.
Yeah, I think, bro, maybe you should try to mind game the dropped pallet and you should force the survivor to vault it.
Yep. True.
Yeah, I think you should also exploit the bloodlust maybe to this aim also.
I think it is actually good for if you are up against survivors that are, yeah, that are basically loopers, you know. Those kinds of things that like the loopers, not, you know, that care about the chase.
Oh
Because
yeah.
because shift W's don't give a fuck, they just run towards the next pallet to pre-drop it and etc etc. And
Yeah. You know, bro, I think that this perk will be good on the clown.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could also see it being used on Legion.
Also, yeah.
Because survivors tend to, once Legion start voting and then you hit them with the knives, then the survivors start to default back. So this could be a good perk for Legion, also. It has its uses, you know. It can even be used on Leatherface with your basic kit, and then you run after the survivor with your chainsaw. And then all of a sudden they break the pallet and you hit them with the chainsaw afterwards. I think it can be pretty interesting, you know. It's only yeah, it doesn't work with stout killers and it doesn't work if you are having Tinker and such. But then you get the one big problem, and that is that the survivors get a notification that they are affected by this perk.
Oh yes, yes. We tried it, and that's the case.
Yeah. But it works when you pick a survivor up, so it works also when the survivor gets picked up. So you pick up a survivor and he decides to strike you, and the perk will still activate. Well, if the survivor is in the locker, that is. But still, it is like you know. It's one of those hit and miss perks. It's a gimmicky perk. Let me say it like that. It's a gimmicky perk. I don't
Yeah,
know what
bro,
else
I
to say.
agree.
Do you have anything to say about it, brother Falcone?
Uh, Maybe this perk will be good for yeah, for players which hates a pallet. Yeah, maybe. And yeah, uh, the thing is, bro, I don't think that this solution will enter the meta.
Yep, I think the same. Maybe once, maybe I think if they do anything about the generator speed or something, maybe it will become meta dissolution. But then they really have to adjust the base mechanics of the game. Really, like the generator speed and such. But we will see. They said that they are going to rework like for over 40 perks. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, depending on if they, like I said in the other video, depending on if they do anything about the genres. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So up to the next. Darkness revealed. In your presence, places once thought to be safe are perhaps the most dangerous. When you search a locker, the auras of all survivors within 8 meters, I think it is 12 or 16 meters, at tier 3, of any locker are revealed to you for 3 seconds, so I think 6 seconds. This perk has a 30 seconds cooldown. I think it is longer at tier 3, right?
It changes the duration of the aura reading. So we have 3, 4, and 5 seconds.
It's not long. I would have liked it if it just goes for 8 to 10 seconds, you know?
Maybe.
But okay.
Or even 7, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, this perk is perfect when combined with Iron Maiden. This perk. This perk needs Iron Maiden to work, to be honest. I could see it being used by the Trickster and by Huntress, though. I
Yeah,
don't
why
know.
not? Yeah.
Yeah, because they are killers that need to use the locker a lot. But this guy also, so yeah, it is quite something. It's quite an unique perk, so to say. You know? But then again, there are a lot of lockers on a lot of maps, especially Raccoon City. I think Raccoon City and the game has like the most lockers of all. Maybe I'm wrong. You can correct me, Falcon?
I think you're right, bro.
Yeah. I mean, this perk will be completely useless on Mother's Dwelling. Then it is.
You know, bro, it is similar to barbecue, bro. You need a killer with high mobility.
Yep.
Because if you are, for example, if you are the hack and you have a darkness revealed, you see a survivor on the other side of the map. What?
Yeah.
What can you do? Nothing.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, similar for for the Death Slinger.
Yep.
What can you do? Yeah, you get 0 value from this perk.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nice that it works well with killers that need to reload, but if they are on the other side of the map, good luck throwing a headshot there. Except if you are an super god tier huntress, then it wouldn't be a problem from you. But Yeah. It is what it is, you know. It's just a mean perk at the moment. Who knows, maybe it will get buffed in the future or reworked to something better. Oh no, it is just a joke perk. Right, bro?
Yes.
Yeah. So up to the next one, because I don't think that we have to say that we both have to say anything about this perk, right?
Oh yeah, I think we're done.
Septic Tots. The land of shadows subsumes all. Subsumes? Should it not be consumes all zijn? Should it not be consume all be?
Maybe, bro, but I don't know English perfectly, so I
Yeah,
can't
but
tell.
sometimes what behavior writes, it's like also that they don't know perfect English. So yeah, it's quite something. Healing only delays the inevitable. Whenever a survivor performs the healing action within the terror radius, that survivor suffers from blindness and exhaustion. These effects linger for 6 seconds after a healing action is interrupted by any means. So, what is it in tier 3?
Okay, so we go from 6 seconds to 7 and 8 seconds.
Seconds. That's not long.
Yeah, but remember that you don't recover from exhaustion while you're running. While you run.
That's true.
Yeah. So if you are reeling and the killer interrupts you, you will not be able to use the dart, for example.
Yeah, I think this is just another fix to Boon Circle of Healing.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, and to that heart, I mean, it's if it was really a fix, you know, to that heart as such, it would the effects would have been stronger. If it was really a fix. Again, it does nothing. The survivor just has to run to a pallet, drop the pallet, and then wait for a few seconds till the exhaustion is over. Where the killer starts kicking in the pallet. So yeah. I don't understand this perk at all. I just think it is a waste again, a waste of a perk slot.
Yeah, bro, because you know what? You must have another perk or tools to find the survivor which is healing.
Yep.
Yeah, otherwise, okay, you are healing and you are exhausted, but I don't know you are there. So what's the point of bringing septic touch?
And not only that, it has to do with your terror radius also.
Yeah, also, so it's useless on on stealth killer, on Myers, for example.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you know,
then
bro, when I saw this perk for the first time, I was thinking, oh, this will be crazy on Scratched Mirrors Myers. But then it is tied to the terror radius, so it will be useless if you play Scratched Mirror Myers.
Yeah, but not only that, bro, but think about it. Why will survivors put boon totems outside of the killer's range? You know? They will put it on a, let's say you have boon totems. They will just put a boon totem somewhere where already our generators fixed. That is why the killer doesn't come, you know? That is where they will put it, where the killer does not come. So your terror radius will never apply this effect. Never. And that is horrible. This perk is dead on arrival, just like Hex Pentimento. You know?
Yeah.
It's a dead perk. And then they bring it with the Drench, so it's like, you know, it's also a stealth killer with high mobility. pretty good job so far. Yeah, teleport to the locker where they're healing. But you have to get out of the locker first before it applies. So yeah. What do you get? What do they expect us? That doesn't solve the Boon Totem meta, and it doesn't solve the Dead Heart meta.
Yeah. You want to know my opinion, bro?
Yeah?
No, nobody will use this perk.
Yeah, nobody will. Because it is a dead perk. Nothing more, nothing less. And that is all that I have to say about that. I would like to see it better, but if I had to fix one thing about this perk, bro, if I have to fix one thing, that would be the terror radius requirement. That is what I would remove. You know? I don't know about you, but that's the only part of this perk that I would remove. That it requires you to have that the survivor has to be in the terror radius. That is what I would remove.
Yeah, bro. Maybe. Yeah, I should also. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that should be removed. But the thing is, I think Behavior wanted to give a counter to this perk.
Yeah.
Because okay, you want to counter septic touch, go away from the killer.
Yeah. And that is so unnecessary. Because survivors will heal anywhere outside of the killer terror radius. You know? It doesn't do anything. It's just another dead perk. Waste of time, waste of space, waste of a perk slot. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say about it. And you?
I think we're done, bro.
Yeah. So let's go to the last new perk.
Oh yeah.
Can you show it to us, Brother Falcone? Let's see. Where is it? You've been a naughty boy. Shattered Hope.
Yes.
To capture your prey, you must first extinguish their hope. Whenever you snuff a boon totem, the totem is destroyed instead. When you destroy a boon totem this way, the auras of all survivors inside the boon totem range are revealed to you for 8 seconds. Okay.
Can I say finally, bro?
Yeah. But again, this should have been base kit.
Yeah, so
To be
true.
honest. Now you have to sacrifice another perk slot, and I don't see any killer sacrificing a perk slot for this perk. Yeah, I know, boon totems are horrible to play against, but generosing is even more horrible. How, you know? This should have just been base kit. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't know what you have to say about it.
I also wanted it in the base kit, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, the good thing is this will be very good in combo with Experiment.
This actually saves Experimento because it's like I said a long time ago during the artist release. Hex Pentimento is a dead perk, dead under a rifle. And now it has a revival, it has a second chance now.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm happy for this.
Yeah. So hopefully we will see now a 5-stack Hex Pentimento game with this. The best thing is this is a generic perk, which was really needed. Generic perks are really needed at the moment. So I would really like to see this. Yeah. But still, I would, yeah, like I said, I would really like to see this as an as base kit, and not as just another band-aid fix, if you know what I mean, bro.
Yeah, but
This
you
perk.
know, bro, yeah, that's behavior logic. Yeah, you know, there is a problem in the core of the game.
Yep.
Yeah, we create a new perk to fix it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's behavior logic.
So stupid. And then you get Machiko Tei in his Hawaii shirt, you know, in his shorts and starts thinking to himself, I think we did a pretty good job so far.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. But I don't think that this is a pretty good job at all. I just find this annoying, to be honest. It's more annoying than it is good, if I can say so myself. It's just, yeah, it's just a bin base kit, but oh well, it is behavior logic. Behavior logic you can't fix behavior logic. So, bro, I think we did all the perks.
Oh
What do you
yeah,
think?
yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah. So, people, we are going to the next part of the video, and that is build suggestions. So I hope to see you all next time. So we will see you guys at the build suggestion part of the video. Falcon's favorite, of course. So bye, and we see you during the build suggestion.